was blessed a long time ago to invest my money the right way and, put
what you think about me. I don't care what you say about me. You're not in the position that I'm in.
Terence Crawford is done playing around with Floyd Mayweather's jabs. After Floyd came at Crawford's win, calling it undeserved and even posting a private sparring video, Crawford has revealed that Floyd owes him money, and it's about time he stops pretending to be rich. To Crawford, Floyd owes him a total of around $31 million. Money, he says, started count from their early days in their relationship. This comes just after Floyd found himself in another of his usual financial holes, being sued in Vegas for not paying for his cars just a few days ago. This, according to Crawford, is Floyd trying to look for validation on the internet, all while his financial situation might not be what he says.
Couldn't choose a better guy for the job.
He's gonna make you hundreds of millions, you say?
Hundreds of millions, it sounds good, but we're in the billionaires club.
This lawsuit that brought around Crawford's reaction was filed on less than 10 days ago in Clark County District Court, and it describes an uncomfortable picture for the former champion. Mayweather Promotions LLC was named in the complaint alongside Floyd himself, with Vegas Auto Gallery alleging that Floyd bought 4 high-end vehicles for over $2 million on July 3rd. The list included a 2018 Mercedes Maybach, a 2023 Ferrari, a 2023 Porsche, and a 2025 McLaren. According to court filings, Mayweather handed over 2 checks, one for $1.6 million and another for $650,000, only to later instruct the dealership not to deposit them.
That they did some shady practices. But this is a response to their lawsuit that he bought 4 cars in the amount of $2.3 million back in July. And one of the cars was $1.2 million, which was a 2018 special edition Maybach. I don't know, something really, really fancy. Very, very rare.
Instead, he documented the purchase on his Instagram, parading the cars to his 29 million followers. The dealer claims Floyd never intended to keep them, but wanted them as props to reinforce the money Mayweather persona. Eventually, Floyd returned 3 of the vehicles and agreed to keep the Maybach under a settlement valued at $1.2 million. The problem is he still never paid.
Got options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16.
By signing the settlement, Floyd and Mayweather Promotions admitted to the judgment, meaning they recognized the debt and had no legal way to fight it if they failed to pay. Still, the dealership claims Floyd missed several deadlines even after they granted him extra time. Attorney Michael Cristalli, speaking for Vegas Auto Gallery, put it bluntly, "Our filing speaks for itself. Mr. Mayweather purchased the vehicles, wrote the checks, signed the agreements, and yet still refused to pay."
$5 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, "That's true, but you owe 50 more." And he's just like, that can't be right.
This isn't the first time claims like this have surfaced around Mayweather. Over the years, several businesses have accused him of skipping payments or refusing to cover bills. From unpaid salaries at his shuttered Las Vegas strip club, Girl Collection, to clashes with jewelers and event organizers, the pattern has repeated. The man known for flashing riches often ends up battling debt allegations.
I mean, dang, Floyd Money Mayweather. Man, wow, y'all around here getting Rolexes, not paying for them. Man, y'all got stacks of money, owing jewelers money. Man, how y'all around here, man, getting millions of dollars in all this jewelry and leaving 200?
That's where Crawford's claim hits. For him to suddenly say Floyd owes him about $31 million isn't random. While his team hasn't given details, the backdrop offers clues. One possibility is lost earnings from the fight that never happened. By the time Floyd retired in 2017, Crawford was already surging, an undisputed champ at 140 lbs and making noise at welterweight. A Mayweather-Crawford showdown then would have been a blockbuster, pulling in hundreds of millions on pay-per-view.
I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants...
Another angle is business outside the ropes. Mayweather Promotions has dipped into countless fighters, cards, and ventures. Arguments over percentages, promo cuts, or marketing promises have always shadowed the sport. What makes this sharper is the timing, right after a private Floyd sparring clip leaked online. In boxing culture, sparring is sacred. The gym is a safe place to test against top names, not a show for the world. Leaking that footage isn't hype, it's breaking a code of trust.
The money man is getting ready. Super Bowl weekend, Las Vegas. You had to get the ones. Make it rain. Yeah. I need everybody. I mean everybody. Had girl collection, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the Super Bowl, or whoever win or lose, it don't matter. I need everybody there. Girl collection.
The irony cuts deep. Floyd's whole brand rests on two pillars: the perfect 50s zero and the endless money persona. TBE and the money team aren't just nicknames, they're his identity. Now, seeing him tangled in lawsuits over bad checks and unpaid cars cracks that image wide open. And Crawford, just after becoming the first man to go undisputed in 3 divisions during the 4-belt era, has every ounce of standing to call him on it.
So the money's really gone.
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money's gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at.
The Vegas Auto Gallery case lays bare just how fragile the Money Mayweather image becomes under legal pressure. Court documents show Floyd not only refused to pay, but also attacked the dealership online, telling millions of followers to steer clear. The dealer says those posts even triggered threats from Floyd's fans. For them, the fight is about unpaid money and reputational harm. For Floyd, it's about waging battles in court and online, winning in public what he's been losing in private.
And then about the whole 50 Cent story, you gotta hear
accusations that Floyd Mayweather has unpaid debts with fellow athletes. A widely known allegation comes from rapper 50 Cent, who accused Floyd of cheating him out of $2 million during his jail sentence.
Then are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up that.
Crawford has always been deliberate with money. He cut ties with Top Rank after long disputes, bet on himself against Errol Spence Jr., and turned that gamble into a career-defining payday. Today, he sits at the pinnacle of boxing, undisputed in 3 weight classes and financially free on his own terms. So when he calls out Floyd, it's not just criticism. It's the voice of a man positioning himself as Mayweather's heir in both legacy and independence.
We're gonna get to it. What's up? We're gonna get to it. International with.
Meanwhile, Floyd's lawyers are scrambling to flip the car case, accusing the dealership of fraud for allegedly hiding documents like the odometer certification. But legal experts are already brushing off that counterclaim as flimsy, with Cristalli blasting it as frivolous and ridiculous. In the end, it highlights Floyd's real problem. His defenses sound weaker than the growing stack of evidence that he just didn't pay.
I believe in building generational wealth. Even like when my children, all 4 of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses.
With financial and legal troubles piling up, Floyd's critique of Crawford's win over Canelo sparked another fire. Mayweather dismissed it as easy since Canelo was washed, but Crawford quickly clapped back. He explained that his victory wasn't luck, it was strategy. In an interview with Inside the Ring, Crawford revealed he drew from history. He studied how Floyd himself outclassed Alvarez with defense, how Dimitri Bivol smothered him with discipline, and even the cracks in Canelo's bout with William Skull where mobility failed him. "I knew I'd beat him," Crawford said flatly. "Every time Canelo faces my style, he struggles. I just had more weapons."
Came to a fight where Crawford made it where Canelo, to have any chance, he had to go get close. So he had to go through a bad neighborhood.
Yep.
And Crawford mugged him. It's that simple. He had to go through a bad neighborhood to get anything done, to get to the place that something was going to be done good.
Yeah.
And he got mugged going through that neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Well, if I think about it, if I do come back, can you...
Despite the grand stage, the fight opened with hushed expectations. Most believed Alvarez's size and power would end things before the final bell. Canelo pressed forward, trying to bully with strength, but was met by Crawford's airtight defense. Slips, blocks, and sharp counters kept him in control. Crawford's shots weren't spectacular, but they landed with surgical accuracy. Round after round, he nullified Canelo's power, later insisting it never truly bothered him. "There's no formula to beat Terence Crawford," he said, "so I knew my chances were strong." While the arena waited for Canelo's eruption, Crawford quietly assembled a clinic in Precision. Heading into the late rounds, his corner warned him bluntly, "They won't hand this to you."
Shout-outs to Crawford. You did it, boy. You did it. For those who still aren't quite sure what they witnessed last night, I'm gonna let you know that you witnessed what is called a notorious boxing clinic. This is everything done right, okay? First,
Crawford answered the warning by upping the pace, dictating every exchange and sweeping the closing rounds. By the final bell, the outcome was beyond doubt. The judges' cards only confirmed what the crowd had already witnessed. Crawford's record climbed to 42-0 with 31 knockouts, but the real story was his place in history. He became the first fighter ever to unify all 4 major titles in 3 separate divisions. Not since Henry Armstrong in 1938 had boxing seen such dominance, though in Armstrong's era, undisputed meant something very different.
Be honest, when I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, but for me, I knew I could do it and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
Terence, when did you know that you were going to?
I think that for me, I watch defense as much as I watch offense. So like I thought like watching Bud catch those shots off his glove.
He looked amazing.
So amazing.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah. He'd go to a body and he'd catch that and come up with an uppercut. Just all those things that seem.
He looked great.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody do that to ever.
No one has.
Even fight him today? Even here.
Oh my goodness.
Tell me about that fight a little bit. Being in there with Floyd being in there with you, like what was the experience like being there in the ring fighting him finally?
It's good, but despite all those things, but then after the fight, right after the fight, I went to the hospital and got operated. My
you got an operation. Yeah. I remember you posted a picture of.
Really hurt.
Was he better?